So as we begin, before I start clicking on to the next bit of dialogue here, I just kind of wanted to reiterate my theories from last time and kind of just put it all on the table how I think this went before the trial even starts. I think Hifumi had something to do with it. One of the big mysteries is how did his body get from the first floor to the third floor? I think he got up and walked. You've given up on Pokemon Go? Yeah, the remote raid changes are rough. Yeah, today was like the first day I actually like grinded out community day in like a really long time. Anyway, so Hifumi, I'm sure he was part of the plan. I don't know if he made the suit to try to frame Hiro, because he did incriminate Hiro right before he himself died. But I think he faked his own attack to start with. There were blood packets in the nurse's office. I'm sure he spattered blood all over himself, cleaned off his glasses, got up and walked to the third floor to do more crimes, to kill Taka, basically. And the fact that he himself was quote unquote attacked would get suspicion to be laid off of him. And then somewhere at some point he ran into somebody who ended up killing him or bonking him with a hammer. Because we know one of the hammers has been cleaned off, it seems. Curious to see exactly how this is going to go, and still a little confused on what Monokuma meant about the one true blackened, about find the true mastermind for the murder. So we'll see, but I think Hifumi had something to do with it. I think he probably killed Taka, but somebody else kills him, obviously. So I guess we're trying to figure out who killed Hifumi at this point, but we need to get there first. So that's my theory before we even get to the trial.
Like the
just to kind of
burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death.
Yeah, I was interrupted by Monokuma, but I just want to lay it all out there before the trial itself starts.
And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion.
Shall we go?
I love how Makoto is always the last one here. Everyone had heard everyone had heard it. They were already gathered. Okay, so if this is everybody, who do I think killed? Yo, it's so many girls left. Hiro and Byakuya are the only dudes still alive, and I guess Makoto as well. God, I don't want it to be Sakura. See, I like most of the characters. I like Hina, Celeste, and Sakura. I'm sure Kyoko didn't do it. I'm sure Jill didn't do it, or Toko. I think Hiro is being framed, and I don't think it was Byakuya. What the? What? Duo Kuma?
Wrong.
It's an illusion. Yeah, silly me actually liking the characters in this game. Oh god, he used double team. He actually used double team. Hey, if there's only one real Monokuma, can you actually attack the other one to get some aggressions out and like not be punished for it?
Boy, tough crowd.
Stop talking.
Okay. Hey!
That was literally just a bit he was trying out. I love it. And if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train.
Let's go. Please.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You're fucking dumb.
What the heck?
Did you ever find the other costume? Absolutely not. We found the note, or we found a note.
Hey,
That's right.
Quick, everyone, name your top 5 villains. Can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the 2 that lost their lives. Honestly, I still think I prefer Zero from Virtue's Last Reward. Just incredible performance there. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed 2 of our friends. Voldemort did it? Did he go, "Oh, Monokono!" Someone right here. It was Kefka from Final Fantasy VI. That's suspicious.
Just the worst.
Alright, I don't want to talk to anybody else. I need to watch Hunter x Hunter. Or read Hunter x Hunter? Watch? Watch. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up to a cruel fate. Oh, it's different in here. Your school life is really reaching its climax. Do you really hate me so much? I'm so cute.
Come on.
I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. Should I run an ad right now because he said no? No. So is this a smaller circle? Because I know he wanted to. Do I have any new skills? Increases. I don't think I need the time limit thing. Ooh, that sounds good. I might as well. I think I have more skill points than skills. Allows you to reload two bullets at once. Sure. That's all I got. Let's go. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Judge Steve Harvey presiding. Yes! Kill!
Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
I always forget about the little jiggle of the profile picture.
was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Yeah, that's too obvious
Don't
though.
try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone.
I
I was asleep the whole time. I don't.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Oh god.
Who are you calling a murderer?
Alright, that's pretty good.
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Is Hiro really the killer? Or oh, I'm sorry, that voice sounds too cool for Makoto. Is Hiro really the killer? Before anything else, we have to make that clear. Okay. Yasuhiro's message.
everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Okay. If I remember right, Hero's handwriting is different, right? All right, hold on. I should have consulted my e-handbook. This is the note that Yasuhiro wrote to get everyone to meet. Okay. So yeah, so the handwriting doesn't match this.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I'm just trying to...
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
So there's only like 2 spots here, right?
Everything we found in your room.
Either your
The
room
blueprints, the suit parts,
or
they are all
blueprints.
proof enough that you are the culprit.
How do I fast forward?
I don't know anything about that
Oh,
stuff.
all right, that's concentration. Control key, okay.
It's not true. It's
Hero, why?
no. Just hold on a second.
All right, so it's your room or blueprints. I think...
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof
I
enough
missed.
that you are the
Piss.
It's not
I was trying to
true.
shoot at the
It's
blueprints.
No, just hold on a second.
Also, keep a little easy with the spoilers in the chat. A little.
The blueprints,
Please.
the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I had a 50-50 shot there.
Are we sure Hero really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blue...
It's typed out in a font.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Yeah, that's like the first like smart thing he's ever said.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hero's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hero's innocent as well.
Let's go, Byakuya.
Then who was in that Robo Justice suit?
Hero.
Like Hero said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Oh god, do I have to make a call right now?
So? Who was in the Robo Justice suit?
Hina. Yeah, of all these choices, it has to be Hero, right?
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
We never searched Hifumi's room, did we?
And there can be no doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo Justice suit.
Yes.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that,
How does this boy always figure everything out?
there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
Yeah. The dialogue is set in a specific way, how the writers wrote it.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
we must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
For Taka's body?
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Yes, it
Makoto,
seems.
can you tell us what they were?
The dolly and the tarp.
I got it! I got it!
Ooh, having to
They
present
were
2 pieces of
a
evidence.
dolly and a tarp, right? So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository.
Oh god, are we gonna have another somebody else move the body after the
And when we
fact kind of
found it
thing?
For the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
But what does it matter if the bloodstain's removed? I mean, we already discovered the body. Why would they need to tarp it up? I guess to prevent any blood from getting on themselves.
Same thing.
Just Hifumi wasn't expecting to get got there.
I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
I'm scared it was Sakura that killed Hifumi.
But when the body disappeared, so did the doll. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the doll.
Yes.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely
Ooh.
positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
I'm not though, that's the
dolly
thing.
was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
See, and I don't know because I didn't pay attention to it before that.
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Wow! I mean, we were all thinking it. Makoto is the weakest link here, but damn, to just call him out like that.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand
Oh,
what's going on around you.
Got him. I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. Oh god, another new element after all this time? Oh, tell me. Let's talk about reloading. We're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. Just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. Oh god. You can reload by pressing tab. Wait for action difficulty. Okay. I don't think I'm on gentle. I forgot. It's been so long since I started. I'm pretty sure I'm on like normal or whatever it is. Not gentle. GLHF. Oh god, this already?
You had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Oops.
cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
I can't see it. How? Hold on. I forgot how to. I can't see it. Press the space key to activate fever time. Tempo marker will disappear, making it more difficult to match the timing. Okay, so do I just have to wait?
You miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
That was like not on the beat when it went into the nega time.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
Like it was straight up not on the beat. I know how to stay on the beat.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room at the tire market that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository.
Also weird that I'm doing the bullet time already when it's not like the end of the trial.
So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
It had to be a robot.
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Is it because he can't bend well in the suit? He can't bend over, right? Okay.
As we know,
Hold up. No one but Yasuhiro could have possibly fit into the costume. In addition, anyone wearing it would not have been able to see their feet or bend the waist more than... Yeah, he would have to bend over to... He'd have to bend over to get the body in the tarp and all that kind of stuff, right?
and from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
That seems pretty obvious there. We're introducing another new element.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
Got her.
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Oh, hey, we get to see this again. I'm telling you, it wasn't me, dude. You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
But you would have to get the body onto the tarp and onto the thing, right?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Dang, got her.
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Hang on. I need to go to the... Yeah, I'm gonna turn the background music down just a hair, just so the voices actually stand out a little more.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance the costume was taken off just to move the body, because... Oh yeah, you can't take it off by yourself.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
It had that clasp on the back. I didn't make the stupid freaking thing, dude. We don't really have a choice, yeah.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing
Yeah,
up in the suit
I
was
agree.
basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Alright, so Hero... I think Hero's innocent
To
in
be
this one.
clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
See, it's never the obvious choice.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to see last time, right?
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. Robo Justice.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
Yeah, see, I forgot about that. Or at least I wanted to see the picture again. I forgot that Celeste took it.
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it before we rush to a verdict. Shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Thank you, Kyoko.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
All right, let me just pull up Netflix and search series of unfortunate events. And yep, let's go. That's the one with was that the one that had Patrick Warburton narrating it as Lemony Snicket? And Neil Patrick Harris was Count Olaf. I didn't watch the series, but I saw parts of it. My wife watched it, and I saw little bits here and there. It actually looked pretty good.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Oh, I think I saw the Jim Carrey movie in theaters. Wasn't that like they tried to cram like 3 books into one movie, I think? I saw that movie, and then I caught part of the Netflix series when my wife watched it. And the series, from what I've seen, I would recommend the series, actually.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone.
It was kind of like the oh, what was it? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They tried to cram multiple books into the movie and it just did not work. It's funny. I watched the movie and I absolutely hated it. And then at some point when I was in like high school, I checked out the first Hitchhiker's Guidebook from the library and I read it and I loved the book. It was so good. And I was like, wow, they did a bad job with that movie.
That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
Oh yeah, we still need to know what Kyoko was up to. She's being very secretive about it.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
So yeah, so we're still on the 2 costumes then, right?
As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
I saw a shadow, something moving around the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the 2nd floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
Celeste is kind of at the center of a lot of these things. She's the only one who saw the guy in the costume. She's the only one who... She's the only one who saw the costume. Oh man, did Celeste do it?
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups.
Celeste is the one who keeps drawing everyone's attention to different places.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
There could be an accomplice, they said. I'm just trying to think if Celeste would have teamed up with Hifumi and then betrayed him. Got Hifumi to kill Taka, and then she killed Hifumi. I'm starting to shift my suspicion onto Celeste.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
She's certainly smart enough to come up with a big plan like that.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Except he wasn't dead there. Right?
We left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we
I'm
left
just
the
taking
physics
this all
lab,
in.
we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
So what was it that she said? Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
So once again, it's Celeste telling people things and drawing people's attention
And we
elsewhere.
remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
But then, hold on. If Celeste and Hifumi were working together, then... And then if Celeste kind of backstabbed him, so to speak, why wouldn't he just sell her out before he died? Why wouldn't he say, oh, it was Celeste. She turned on me, the little bitch, basically, right?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
I'm just so
Next
confused.
thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository.
Celeste, I'm trying to... All right, so when did Taka's body move? I know they just went over it, but... I know at one point Celeste was like by herself on the 3rd floor, or allegedly she saw the person in the costume on the 3rd floor, and then shouted and screamed for everyone to come look. But I think that was before we had discovered Taka's body in the physics lab.
Which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Yeah, it is actually.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
But rather a series of unfortunate ones.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Yeah, here we go.
From there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Alright, let's find some contradictions. And here's where they probably give me a bunch of bullets, right? Nope. Oh, shit. I gotta read this one. The victims were Hifumi and Taka. The cause of death to each was a blow to the head. It is thought they were both killed with a similar weapon. Okay.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Alright, hold on. Let me read this again. The victims were Hifumi and Taka. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought they were both killed with a similar weapon.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already...
Wait. Literally, Hifumi was still alive. I mean, technically he was attacked, quote unquote, before. Well, we don't even know that.
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
So we have what order
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
and the
It's
numbering.
true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Alright, so we just have two choices. The order and the numbers.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
Ah, that wasn't it.
Shoot!
Yo, I'm doing bad
So,
here.
Regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that
Oops.
Hifumi was killed with
Justice while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if... Or perhaps it was... We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that he was killed
With Justice while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if...
I see why you were
We
saying...
already know what order they were killed.
I see where you were
Taka
saying
came
playing
last.
this with a controller was like rough
What
for
makes you say that?
segments like this.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's
Dang
true
it.
that Hifumi was killed
With just while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if... Or perhaps it was... We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh god,
It's
I
true
did the
that
wrong
Hifumi
thing.
was while Taka's
Piss.
death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
I clicked the wrong button.
So, I wonder if... Or perhaps it was... We already know what order Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
What? It bounced off that too?
Shoot! So, I wonder if... Or perhaps it was... We already know what order Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the Justice...
It's true that while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka...
Am I missing something? Hold on. Am I missing something? Because I literally did both things. If you target a weak spot and then hold down the left mouse button, you can see the weak spot as a... Oh, shit. I forgot about that. If you target a weak spot and then hold down the left mouse button, you can use that weak spot as a temporary truth bullet later in the argument. Yeah, I forgot about that. Piss. Man, I'm gonna die in this one.
So, regarding Taka...
Hold on. I need to make sure I got it right. Hold down the left mouse button.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
So now I need to think, is it what order? Hold on.
Because of the...
I feel like these could go in, pardon the pun, but any order. Like literally what order could break the numbering, and the numbering could break what order.
It's true that Hifumi was
Killed
Piss.
while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
God, I'm gonna die, aren't I?
I
Where's it gonna
wonder
put
if
me
we
if I
got
die?
what it was after. We already know what
I never
order they
thought
were
I would
killed
actually
in.
die in
Taka
a
came
trial.
last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice...
Oh, there we go. I did it.
Hold on.
Gotta start over
There's
from
no
chapter
reason
1.
to
Fuck.
assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
There's something that relates to what time he must have died. Wait, I have that, right? Oh, God. Oh, that's so many letters. Written note? I'm looking for a T, I think. Oh, wristwatch. Okay, got there.
Now I understand. I've got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
That's right.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
It was working. Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the
Which
other
means it could have been
incidents took place.
Celeste.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That's true.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
So I guess we can figure out Taka first, right? And even if Taka was the first killed, like, wouldn't that be the quote-unquote true mastermind of the plot, right? Unless, I still think it was Hifumi that killed Taka.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Except that's a debate.
Totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
You idiots.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we
Ya
all
dingus.
have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Why does Celeste's voice sound like an AI?
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words,
True.
it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
They could have.
So what now, Kyoko?
Oh, we need to know what she was up
For
to.
now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing.
Because he
And
got up
according
and
to what
walked.
Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two. A killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that time?
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
I feel confident that my prediction here is correct.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What do you got, Kyoko?
What? How? If the dead body were to move.
Yeah, there we go. I did it. I'm a smart boy.
The dead body moved?
My dead body is moving on its own.
No, not another ghost.
That was a really good line delivery.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Yeah, no shit. He talked to us in that other room. Why is nobody remembering this?
Alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
Yeah, y'all didn't check for a pulse? Did he Romeo and Juliet it, where he like took a drug that stopped his heart? Did he Star Platinum his own heart? You started skipping his lines. Wow. Broken wristwatch. Okay.
Are you saying?
Let me just real quick refresh myself on the broken wristwatch. Taka's wristwatch broke with the hands pointed just past 6 o'clock. It was confirmed that as of late last night, it still worked.
There's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
That is true, though.
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Wait. They just say a body has been discovered, right? Technically, I'm a body right now, right? So if somebody came and discovered me, they could say a body was discovered, right? They don't necessarily say a dead body has been discovered. It just says a body has been discovered. Right?
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm sure the body discovery announcement was only made once, but Hifumi's and Taka's bodies were discovered at almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually...
No, it is Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
I think I gotta do he was still alive at the dead body being found. Right?
Are you saying that when we first... There's a chance he was...
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a...
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No!
Shoot!
Oh god, I am gonna die.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovered.
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was...
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, I think I need to do someone else's discovery on...
Are you saying that when we first... There's a chance he...
No.
If Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body
Hifumi's dead body had...
and that is why the...
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying
all right,
that when
someone
we
else's
first
discovery.
found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
It's not for
there's a
Hifumi's
chance
body.
He was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Because someone else's discovery would contradict the Hifumi's dead body being found, right?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, no, I didn't want to do that.
Is why
Okay,
you
well, at least I didn't.
Really, maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I just meant to click it once.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance
He was at.
No.
it is in Hifumi was dead, and you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of Hifumi's dead body had been found.
There we go. Whew. Still alive.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Is this like a Ace Attorney where if there's a second half to the trial, it'll refill my health?
But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe
Yeah, right?
Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Nah, that's not like Monokuma though. He tends to play by
What do
the
you say,
rules.
Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
So there we go.
That didn't answer our question, man. We were asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Yeah, I agree.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means
Ah, yes, and it played when he actually died,
even
right?
if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly.
In the
We heard
repository.
the body discovery announcement twice.
When both bodies were rediscovered, right? Wait, I mean, I don't think I take damage here.
I got it! We heard
Seems
it a
correct.
second time in the repository when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
After a certain amount of time, blah, blah, blah.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
I'm just gonna take a quick second. Just in case. I can save, so I might as well just save to a new slot, just in case I do die.
That's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
Bada bing, bada boom.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
Yeah.
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is
God, we have so much
pointless.
evidence about this too. Give me the eyeglasses cleaner. Okay, Hifumi's glasses.
Well, here's one.
Let me just double check. Okay, so it's just that they were dirty and then they were clean. Got it.
The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
Oops.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than
Go
the
on.
change in how it was positioned,
Oh, I got an
there was
achievement.
no notable difference.
Oh. That's it. It's gotta be.
No, that's wrong.
Good. Got it. That was an easy one.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
Hang on, I'm just checking the achievement I got. Destroyed 100 white noise lines across all class trials. 34.4% of players have this achievement. The more you know.
His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
So, am I the only one that has the,
Found the item he used to
Okay,
wipe them
there we
clean
go.
in the nurse's office
I was
trash
just about to
can.
ask that, if Makoto's the only one that knows about the cloth. Oh, easy.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
This fucking... one look at this bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This dude was a fucking weeb.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
Hey, you got it right, Hina. Good job.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Because he was a fucking weeb.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
Nerds.
I wouldn't
Oh.
be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Mine are self-cleaning.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Ugh.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
Yes, it
Who
does.
would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
Yeah, who was it? Was it Kyoko that said, what if the body moved itself?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that,
Exactly.
the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Hooray, I figured this out before the trial started.
If he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No. Come on, you know
The
this.
fridge in the nurse's office contains
Yes.
packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere.
Dumped it everywhere.
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
All of Jill's voice deliveries sound like the voice actor didn't have much time and just had to get all the lines out like super
It should
fast.
be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Sakura.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
One of. Note the one of there.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Correct.
Can't believe it.
I can. I called
If you're
this.
having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
Ooh, yes, please.
There's more?
Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
Oh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Oh, yeah, the note.
I got it!
Watch that be wrong somehow.
Talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
In my pants.
What? Pants?
Pants?
Yes, his pants.
Yes. She sounded too excited for that.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
No, not exactly.
Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words,
Yeah, no
the
shit. You
killer
just
got
said it
tipped
was
to
different,
another
you
person
idiot.
Besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
Hey, she gets to say objection during the trial.
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
I'm trying to formulate a joke in my head about TikTok.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is
TikToka?
Hifumi, right?
Can't you just picture Hifumi being like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do the dance, the new dance that everyone's doing on the TikTok,"
Ugh, yes! Why must you ruin it
and then he
every
just falls
time?
over. It's like, have you ever seen what is it? Oh God, what's the name of that video? Somebody takes a plunge. Hold on. This is important. I'm just gonna YouTube search takes a plunge. Oh no, there's a bunch of other. Dang it. It's some lady that was like dancing on a table or something, and then she like completely falls over and busts her ass. It's like one of those videos that went viral like 10 years ago or something. God. Can I save in the middle of this? Oh, fuck me. No, it's not the stomping grapes lady, the one who like falls and goes, ooh, ow, ow, ow. That one? Okay, yeah, I can't save here. So I better get this right.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
Oh, hey, I have 3 hearts again.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok! Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
I think it does. I think I gotta do broken wristwatch for TikTok.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
There we go. All right, got it right. Let's go. I'm staying alive, folks.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered. It's not takes a plunge, it's takes a tumble. Hold on. I just uncovered new evidence in my case. This is important. Scarlet takes a tumble. All right, we're gonna watch this later.
Where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note.
I don't even remember why I was trying to find this
I
one
think
now.
that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that. No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
Yeah, I mean, you believed that anyway?
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Well, he stuffed several things down his pants, I think.
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Okay, do we have the ripped portion of it? There we go.
I got it! When
Easy.
I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
His lifeless grippers were gripping a small
If I'm right about this,
sheet of paper.
the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip.
It's funny, like, talking about voice, like, vocal delivery here, like, Kyoko's voice actor seems like the kind of person that's, I'm just trying to enunciate every word I say so you can understand everything. Whereas people like Sakura are like, I'm playing a character, and I'm gonna just talk in the character voice. It's like, two, like,
Leaving behind only one small scrap.
it's like opposite ends of the spectrum, but both are, like, good voice actory things to do.
Right?
Hi, honey.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
I'm trying to figure out an anime murder. Okay.
Exactly.
In that
Proves
case.
that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
About that, though, I don't quite think that's the case.
Sorry, no.
He is dead.
When we found him in the
Oh,
repository,
okay.
Hifumi was truly and completely dead.